Hi guys, back here with another video. This is a review of a fully repainted and releathered official WWE Hogan 86 replica belt. This was fully repainted and releathered by Miles Lewis from Immortal Leathercraft. This video is just going to be focused on the repaint and the releather. If you guys want to see a full detailed review of this belt, I did a full review of the original replica with the stock strap and stock plates. So if you guys want to watch that, that is on my channel. So this is just going to focus on the paint work and the leather. So let's start on this side. First thing you're going to notice, this version doesn't have a gold tip. I think there were two versions, the Hogan 86 and then the Hogan 87. And the 86 had a tip, and I don't think this version did. To be honest, it doesn't look too bad without the tip. It's all hand tooled, really well done by Miles. Incredible work. I think I've had leather from Paul Martin, Daniel Ripley, and Miles Lewis. I haven't seen his leather yet, so it was definitely on the list to see Miles's work, so I'm glad I'm getting a chance to see it, and it really is amazing. This is all hand tooled, very clean, very crisp. It looks like it's been done by machine, that's how clean it is. Really nice, smooth, sealed edges, fully burnished. The pattern goes all around. I will be doing a comparison against this and the stock replica. Obviously there's no comparison against real hand tooled quality leather, but I will show some of the differences. The pattern goes all around. It's consistent, very well done, very clean all the way through. And then you've got the I'm not sure what this is, like leaf tooling or pear tooling. It does look really good, very close to the official replica. And then it does have Miles's stamp, the Immortal Leathercraft stamp. I think it's pretty cool that it's inside the snap box rather than on the tip of the belt like normal belts. It gives it a nice touch. And I think some of the real TV belts used to have the stamp in the snap box. So you've got the 2x5 snaps. You've got the border tooling going all around. Unlike the Winged Eagle, which has a border cutting it off here, and then it would have the Lego plate, this version does not. I think the real TV version did have a WWF champion or Hogan plate, but the WWE replica did not come with that. So the tooling goes all around. Really nice leather, no blemishes, no creasing. Very nice, very smooth. It's very soft, but it's also strong enough to hold up the plates, which I will show in a couple of minutes. A really nice leather cut. It follows the shape of the plates perfectly, and then it tightens up around this part a little bit. Really nice. This has easily become one of my favourite belts very quickly. I've always been a big fan of the Hogan. Not particularly of Hulk Hogan, but I do, as a belt fan, love the way that this belt looks. I don't mind Hulk Hogan, but I was never a big fan of him because I never grew up watching him. When I got into wrestling, Hulk Hogan was getting out of wrestling. I started watching in 2005, so Hogan's career was coming to an end. Then he went to TNA in the whole management stuff, but he wasn't really wrestling much. So, anybody that asks, I never bought this particularly because it was a Hulk Hogan belt. It's just that I love it as a belt fan. It's one of my favourite designs. And I also love the Andre 87 as well. That has a lot of elements from this belt. It's just scaled up to a bigger size. Again, really nice leather cut, nice tight leather cut. I do like the tighter cuts on the belts. The wide cut suits certain belts, but I do like the tighter cut against the plates. It just gives it a more streamlined look. Again, you can see how well the leather is dyed. Not too shiny, not too dull. It's got a nice shine to it. Nice border going all around. And then it's got the stamp here as well. It's got the leather main event belts. So Miles he works with main event belts as well, so that's why it has the main event belts stamp in there. It's a really cool stamp. It's got the globe behind it, and it is in the snap box, so it gives it a really nice touch. Again, you can see how detailed this is. It's just incredible. It almost has a 3D type of look. That's how detailed it is. You can see how well it catches the light. Really, really well done by Miles. I'm glad I got a chance to see his work. I am closing out my collection for right now. That doesn't mean I'm fully done with belts. Of course, there's always going to be some belt that comes out in the future that I may want. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with the collection that I've got. So, I don't think I'll be buying anything for a good while now. I always do say that. And of course, that's never the case. But I think I am pretty content with the collection that I've got now. Really nice snaps. So that's it for the leather. I'll show you guys the flexibility. It's standard black leather backing, really nice. It almost has that same look and feel as the official WWE ones. Really flexible. You can see the flexibility on there. I haven't broken it in too much because I don't want to make it too flexible. You can do this. I will show the flexibility of the stock replica in the comparison. Really nice leather. Of course, you're not gonna be able to do this with a stock replica. It would literally just crack. So, just fantastic work by Miles. I am very careful with my belts. I would not recommend doing that all the time. This is clearly for demonstration purposes. So let's get into the repaint. So the gel paint or the resin, whichever you want to call it, it takes out a lot of depth on these plates. So Miles stripped out the plates and repainted them with a very good quality branded gloss paint. Again, I'm not sure which brand he used. It might have been Testers or Hambro in the UK that most repainters use. But again, it's very, very well done. You can see how much depth there is to these plates now. Not particularly, not the plates I mean the flags. That's a bit of a misleading statement. So the plates are very detailed. It's always been the flags that were, covered up by the resin paint. Or it wasn't even paint, it was just epoxy resin. So the real paint is a bit more thinner. You can apply it better inside the plates. And you can see how much depth there is now. It is a bit difficult to show due to the camera angles, but you can see the depth. You've got the really nice red paint in the stars. Normally these would be white on the stock WWE version, as the real Australian flag does have white stars. But I think on the real Reggie version they were red. It gives it a pretty cool touch. You can see the depth on these stars. So it's about 1 millimeter worth of depth, and it really brings out the stamping on these, because before you couldn't, the resin was up to the level of the stamping, so it was just look like one piece. But now you can tell that there is stamping, and it is pretty deep stamping, about 1 millimeter. You can see the gold border of the stars on the outside, and you can see inside it as well the Union Jack. Really good work by Miles. It's definitely not easy painting in such small details like the flag and the stars, so really well done. Really good work. These flags have been painted as well. So this is Mexico. You can see how much depth there is to these. You can see the crest is being painted. The white paint in between all these small parts. Really, really nice. Then you've got the United States flag. So if anybody's wondering why this is all red, the original Reggie had all red. I don't mind the all red. It actually gives it a pretty cool look. Like, it catches the light really well. Obviously, people know the USA flag for the red, white and blue, but this does look pretty cool. You can see the stars. You can see the depth of these lines. Then you can see the stars. I imagine this must have been a nightmare to paint, because these things are really, really small. The only reason you can see them so clear because zoomed in quite a lot. So these must have been very difficult to paint. but it definitely does pay off. The hard work does lend itself to the final look of the belt. Next, you can see the Japan flag. You can see the depth. On the official replica, because I have seen both of them in person, this one was completely filled up to the edges with the resin. So there was virtually no detail on the replica. I will show that in my comparison. But on this one you can see the depth of the paint. The Canada flag, you can see the depth on the next. You can see the globe. The globe was really bad on the stock replica. On this one is so much better. You can see how deep the stamping is, probably about 1 millimeter, maybe more. But you can see how well the paint looks. You can see more detail on these. On the banners as well. The banners were some of the worst. On the stock replica, they were just filled up to the edges with the resin. Here you can actually see how deep the letters are. Again, I will show more in the comparison. And I think on the WWE official replica, this banner wasn't painted. It was silver, so this one is painted. I think it looks a bit more better because it looks like the banner is fully wrapping around the bottom part of the plate. So that's a really nice touch. Here you can see a lot of the depth. Just a really amazing job by Miles on the repaint and the leather. So guys, that's it for this review. As I said, if you guys want to see the full detailed video, the plates and everything, I do already have that on my YouTube of the stock replica. This is just to show the paint and the leather. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, leave a like, leave a comment, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching.